Yo, yo, yo. Arizona. What's up, 87? What's in Arizona? Well, never mind. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm going to weld up these battery trays. I'm going to go ahead and start welding up these battery trays. We're going to get these welded up. Get these battery trays done. Get them buttoned up. And then we're going to weld this rack up. And then we'll get that done. Then we're going to jack the car up, level it. And then put the cross brace in. I'm getting the Holley mid-mount cam from AZ. Did not know. That's a win, man. You putting it on your truck, you're putting it on the Cutlass, you're putting it on Mistress. Let me go turn this down. I got green acres on. Look. Green acres. Got green acres on. All right, so everybody be safe out there. I'll be in and out, but let me go ahead and get started. Got a long day. That's what's up right there. Man, that's gonna clean that engine bay up even more, man. That's cool, man. Good for you, good for you, good for you. Good for you, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, they make a mid mount for that 432. What's up, Rain Rant 355? Hit that subscribe button, boys and girls. We almost our way to 10,000. So we're gonna get this right here. We're gonna get to work. I appreciate y'all tapping in. We're gonna weld this one up on the bottom. We're gonna set it to the side and let it cool. We're gonna weld the other one up, weld it up, set it aside to the cool, flip it upside down, and then go from there. So let's see if this new welding lead does what it's supposed to do. We're gonna put my sleeve on. Put my sleeve on. You can't have motivation. It's supposed to be like, hold on a second, Mac. I'll see. It's supposed to be warm today. 65 degrees. It's 65. It's 65 degrees. It's supposed to be like 70. Yeah, Holley for, yeah. Holley for the win. Holley for the win. Hey, 87 SS boy. Yeah, it's nice. 87, if you was close, I'd teach you how to weld, Bubba. If you was close, 87, move back to North Carolina or move closer and I'll teach you how to weld. That's doing better. 15 foot from the Netherlands. Yeah, it's a brand new lead. It's brand new. BM 25, just got it. The other one was messed up, so it's a 15 foot lead. It's doing better. Amazon. Hold on a second, I get the box. Hold on. It's getting a little better. It's getting a little better. It's getting a little better. Yep. Getting a little better. We're getting a little used to it, to this lead. The other one was like a 5 foot lead. I had it for a long time. Still a little hot. Oh yeah, we getting there. They get that sleeve ain't doing shit but getting in my way. Better get away from my screen. Damn welding ball jump up there and knock my glass out again. It's doing better. What in the hell happened? It's doing better. Like I said, I got to get this new lead. I got to get it adjusted, but it's doing better. Hey, I appreciate that, Mike. I appreciate that, Mike. Appreciate that latte. September 27th. September 27th, I had my last swallow of Red Bull. So I have not had no caffeine, absolutely zero, since September 27th. I had some nozzle splatter somewhere at one time. I hardly ever used it, but I had it because that guy that worked with me, he struggled, and I bought it. I don't even know where it's at. Sorry. Appreciate that, Mike. I would have put my jacket on, but I don't even know where it's at. I felt it grabbing. Damn. Man, I always fucking struggle, man. the damn wheel on the welder, the wire, if it don't come off, if it ever gets untangled, shit just makes an ass. We'll have to make sure everything's right on this one. I can leave with that. No worries. I like rather support guys building around stuff. Yeah, that done all right there. That done all right. Done all right. Just steady. My problem is I gotta slow down. Ten 15. Somebody just shot. I heard a shot. Now inside this tray, we'll smooth it out on the bottom. because the batteries has got to set in here. We're gonna put a floor in here. So I didn't butt these angles together so they're not a butt weld, so they're kind of opened up. Somebody just shot again. They're not a butt weld, so they're like they're a little spaced off about 1/8 of an inch, so I can get good penetration. Yeah, that's two. They shot twice. Might be the guy that's across the road, hunting a tract of land across the road. Gun season came in the other day, so you can hunt until 10:30 on Sunday. You can hunt from daylight to 10:30 on Sunday, and then from 10:31 to 12 o'clock with a bow, and then from 12:01 to dark you can hunt with a gun. You can't hunt during church hours with a gun, unless it's private. Well, unless it's private. Got a little off on that one, but it's okay. It's all right. Yeah, I got a little off right there. I was drawing circles, and I couldn't see. I should have had my light, but yeah, see, there's a penetration. See, there's a penetration from the weld on the backside. And then I'll weld this and see. It's all right. This will get smoothed down anyway, because the batteries has got to sit in here. The batteries The battery's got to set in there. The batteries. What's up, Gary? What's up, Mike? I'll catch up on the comments here in a second. Well, it's amazing what you can do when you can see. Yeah, they cheap. What's up, Gary? Put a piece of aluminum. I put a piece of aluminum underneath it. No, it's a new roll. It's a new roll of wire. Battery trays for that. Thank you. Working on battery trays for that, and for that. All right, let's do the inside of this one, and this one will be done. This one will be done. It's 84. 84, Mike. 84. $84. What's up? What's up, Carolina Big? I'm using argon. Caterpillars. Caterpillars. I am using right there. That's the gas I'm using. 105 mix, 92% argon, 8% CO2. That's what I'm using. And it's this new welding this new welding stinger. I'm getting used to it. I mean, I got to get used to it. I appreciate it. I got to get used to this new welding lead. That son gun's different, boy. It's different. It's different. Now the inside of this will get sanded flat, and then all this will get media blasted, and it's all gonna get powder coated. So. No, I didn't hit no thumbs. So here's the, this is what we done last night. So there's all the solenoids, and then the pump here and the pump there. So we're gonna finish that other one up, and then we're probably going to move over. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna get the chain bridge up here, and we're gonna finish welding it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Carolina? Being like a online class, or like a class like here. What do you think? Yeah, the duty cycle is what makes the difference, man. Duty cycle makes the difference. Got to get that corner a little bit. Is that better? Is that better? Is that one right there better? Make my day? Is that one better? Does this isn't better? I'm out of Pam. Have you ever tried Randy Jones? Yeah, I'm out of Pam. I think I'm out of Pam. Randy Jones, have you ever tried to use 90-10? What are you talking about? No, I got a 211. I got a 211 Millermatic. What machine am I building? No, I'm building hydraulics for an 84 Cutlass. That's the battery racks. When I mix this water, we're gonna finish the chain bridge. Did I miss any comments? Let me see something. Argon and helium. No, I'm actually using 92.8. I'm using 105 mix. The helium makes it hotter, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. If you use helium, don't it get hotter quicker? I use pure argon in my TIG rig, and I use 90-10 or 98.8. I use 105 mix, 92% argon, 8% CO2. Yeah, I need some PAM. Yeah, hell yeah, Craig. Hell yeah, I use the hell out of it, man. I'm out of it. I spray today after I get done doing all this, I don't even think I got any, honestly. Yeah, yeah, Craig. When I get done today, I'm gonna clean the whole shop up, and then I'll spray the whole table down with PAM cooking oil, and it keeps the welding balls from sticking. That shit will run on across. Yes, it makes it spray. What do you mean it makes it spray? Makes it spray. Like spraying how? Spray. Explain to me. Randy, explain to me like I'm a dumbass. Explain to me what you're talking about. Lord have mercy, Mac. Randy Jones, teach me something. Yeah. PAM cooking oil. That shit, you spray it on everything, man. But I don't have none amount. Yep. All right, so here's the chain bridge. I'm gonna show you the chain bridge. And we started doing the chain bridge the other week, and the welding lead was messed up. I've been struggling with it. Don't know if it's kinked or pinched or whatever, and I was getting a shitload of porosity, so we stopped. Ordered this new lead. It seems like it's working pretty good. Don't have no porosity no more. But I'm gonna show you. I'm transparent. There is no splatter to it. All right, I'll check that out. What's up, Scoop? Randy, you know what? The next time I go get gas, I'll go get some and try it. So, I'm transparent. I don't hide shit. I don't edit shit. It's real, right? Everybody has problems, right? So when we were welding this, tacking it together, building this chain bridge, we was having a lot of porosity. The gas was moving, and it was just crazy. So I stopped, ordered a new lead. It took about 2 weeks to get it. We got the new lead. The battery trays, they look great. Everything will be cleaned up with sanding pads. It'll be media blasted. It'll be primed. It'll be powder coated prime, and then it'll be all the racks. Everything is going to get powder coated. Now this is very, very close to the powder coat color. Very, very close. So this is the color, everything getting powder coated. So chain bridge, I'll explain that. So I'm going to show you, like I said, this is if this was a customer's, if this was a client's, I'd grind all this out with a cutoff wheel and we'd redo it. And I'm probably going to do that anyway. This is a personal commission build. I'm just going to show it to you and then we'll go from there. So see right there, that's the porosity that I was getting. It was welding good, but I just had porosity. So, see, it was doing good, but then all of a sudden it would just burp and it'd have, it just whatever. So now, since we got the new welding lead, this right here, this chain bridge welds in between the chassis from here to here. And then these springs pockets, they go up, they take the place of the springs for the G-body, and we put hydraulic cylinders in there. All right? So, and then this is the rack that we made yesterday, and we're gonna put the pumps on it and all that mess. So everything's just getting fabbed up, and then these pieces right here will get welded right there, and then they will get welded all the way around. So, lot of stuff. Yeah, so how a chain bridge works, I'll show you. So you got your axle, this is your wheel, and this is your wheel, right? Then you have your axle, right? You have your axle. And then you have your chassis, right? This is your chassis. And then we put a chain bridge in. The chain bridge goes all the way across like this, right? And then these pieces right here, you have chains. So I'm running, on this car, running 10-inch cylinders in the back. So we get chain, heavy-duty chain that's 9 inches, right? 9 inches. And then on the rear end gets boxed and all that mess. That's not the rear end that's staying in the car. The car's getting a 9-inch. So you take a piece of channel and you box the rear end so it don't get bent. And then you weld these to the top of the rear end, right? So these right here go to the top of the rear end, all right? So you got these pieces here that weld right here to the top of the rear end, like that. Now, everybody that I've seen with a chain bridge, you go center line and then you go over 5 inches and you put the other one right there. I know a lot of people do it different, but some of the old school guys that I've watched and talked to, they said you go center and then you go over and you put the chain bridge like that, right? Then what you do is you hook your chain, right? You hook your chain like that, right? So this chain is 9 inches. 9 inches, right? Now right here, you got your power ball valve, you got your power ball, and then you got your cylinder, and then you got your cups, right? You got your cups. Your cups are right here, right? So the spring is sitting in a cup like that, and then the cylinder goes up through like that, and then you got that deep power ball cup that's on it, right? Right? That holds the spring. And then you got your hydraulic lines, right? So the way this works, oh yeah, I'm probably gonna get blackballed from showing this shit right here. I'm probably gonna get blackballed. So the way it works is if you wanna do chain bridge, and if you want to do a standing 3-wheel, right? You just want to sit in a parking lot with a standing 3-wheel high lockup. What happens, just think about a seesaw, right? So you got a 10-inch cylinder, right? You got 9 inches of chain. So when you go to extend this cylinder, right? You extend this cylinder up and it starts doing like that. What happens is the chain grabs, right? Because you've run out of stroke. You got more stroke, but you run out of chain. So what happens, it makes everything do this. Let me get something longer so I can show you. So it makes everything do this. It puts it in a flex. So here's the car, right? So if you got the chain and then you go to pick up this cylinder, you go to pick it up and you got that cylinder down, you got that cylinder, what happens is it flexes the car like that, and it forces the opposite side to pick the wheel up, right? It picks the wheel up. And depending on how much stuff you got in the back is how much you can get lift in the front. So this car is just going 10-inch cylinders. I can change it later and go 12-inch cylinders and stuff like that. But right now we're going 10-inch cylinders. So what happens is when it goes to flex, the chain gets in a bind and it makes it flip like that right there. It picks it up. Now, my guy up there in Brooklyn, Tony Soto, he's running 18-inch cylinders in the back in his Lincoln. And, I mean, he can pick the front damn wheel would be high as my head, and that son of a bitch would be standing up there like this right here, and you could walk underneath it. So, with that being said, that is a chain bridge. And if you go any more than 12-inch cylinders, you have to get a telescopical drive shaft, which I'm going to run one anyway, but you got to run a telescopical drive shaft. So you don't pull the drive shaft out you don't slide it out, you know what I'm saying? So we're working from the back to the front. This was just gonna be members only, but all the members said do this live and let everybody see. Also, we started boxing in. We made these a couple weeks back. We made these to box in the chassis so it don't rip. We're gonna change these to chrome all tubing. We're gonna take all this plate and we're gonna box the chassis in all the way. We're just working from the back to the front. Going to box the whole chassis, reinforce the whole chassis. These pieces right here actually are going to go, let me see if I can climb up in here. These pieces right here are actually going to go right there and reinforce the chassis, then the chain bridge. Now, here's the power. So these actually set like that. And then see, they got the power valves in them like that, where you can flex it, right? With the power valve, got those little balls right there on the end. So I hope that answered your question, Mr. Lucon. So let's get to it. Let's get to finishing this, and then we'll just run this one until we finish it, and then we'll go from there. If you got any more questions, just drop them down in the comments, and I'll catch up with them when we get done. Where my toy brush at? There's my toy brush. Oh, you watch Bill? Oh, I'm sure what Chris Fisher just said, that I'm probably going to be in trouble for telling those secrets, because nobody would tell me shit. I had to, I found that out through somebody, but they didn't tell me I couldn't say nothing. So, and nobody would give the measurements on a chain bridge or nothing. So this is how I figured out the chain bridge. I found a video about 12 years ago, a guy building a chain bridge for 85 Regal, right? The only thing he said was a 7-inch piece of channel and 6-inch pipe. That's all he said. But in the picture, there was something in the picture, and I screenshotted the picture, and oh, my dog don't bark. All right, so there was something in the picture. There was something in the picture, right? And what I did is I screenshot the picture and I scaled it. So let's just say there was a drink. Say there was a Mountain Dew can in the picture. I took that picture, I blowed it up, I scaled the Mountain Dew can because I know how tall the Mountain Dew can is. And then I measured everything in the picture and got the measurements pretty close to where I needed to go. And that's how I figured it out. So when I seen the guy build a chain bridge, he didn't give no measurements but 7-inch channel and 6-inch pipe. That was it. But there was a Mountain Dew can in the picture. So what I did was I screenshotted the picture in multiple locations. I scaled the Mountain Dew can because I know, you know how tall the Mountain Dew can is. So if it's 6 inches, then I just said, okay, that's my scale, just like a map. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and then I figured it all out. And that is how I figured out to build a chain bridge. And it fits perfect in the car. So it is what it is. So anybody out there mad, be mad. Be mad. So when everybody else is watching YouTube and they sitting around there picking their nose, picking their butthole and doing whatever else and sitting in their car and they're trying to preach, and then one day they want to be a preacher and the next day they want to be a psychologist and the next day they want to be a life coach and the next day they want to be a cigarette smoker and the next day they want to be a chicken wing eater and then the next day they want to be a cook and the next day they want to be a neighborhood support group. People all doing that shit right there doesn't mean shit to me because you're just sitting out there wasting time. When I'm on YouTube and I'm watching, I'm paying attention. I'm looking at everything, every single thing. I'm looking at what you're saying. I'm looking at what you're doing. I'm looking at what you're not doing. And I'm looking at, and if I want to figure out something, if I want to find out something, I will find it out. And let me tell you, that's how I found it out. So on the chain bridge, nobody would give me any information. I commented on the videos and nobody would give me no information whatsoever. Okay, fine. I did it. I did it the right way. I asked questions. Nobody would help me. Guess what? I still don't take no for an answer. I figured that shit out. So I took a picture. I screenshotted the picture. There was a damn Mountain Dew can in the picture. I scaled the Mountain Dew can and I blew up the picture and then I drew out the drawings and there you go. And I drew all this shit out on notebook paper. And it fits in that car perfect. So, that's like learning, building the Golden Gate Bridge because I know the size of the Lego. That's right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Tell me I can't do something? Watch me. I'm fixing to show you. But hey, people need to be manly. Yeah. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at the player. Be mad at the game, baby. Be mad at the game. Be mad at the game. Oh yeah, that's almost better. I did it on the bottom. So it wasn't no good. good. Don't be mad at me. I'll figure it out. Patent don't mean shit. You change 3 things on a patent, you good, baby. I'd really like to do a whole pass is what I'd like to do. But I don't know if I'll be able to do a whole pass. I'd like to go from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I'd really like to go all the way around, but we probably have to do it in spots. That LED light has got me. That damn LED light keeps cutting my lens off. Yes, sir. We made it from 12 o'clock, whatever the hell I said. I don't know. We made it all the way around. Let me get my big boy brush out for you. Let me get my big boy brush. Yes, sir. All right, we're gonna go from this one. We're gonna jump over to this one, and then we're gonna come back to this one. We're gonna go back to this one. I don't think it'll warp, honestly. I don't think it'll flex, but it is gonna be a lot of heat. So we're gonna go from this one to this one, and then we're gonna go back. So it did all right. It did all right. It did all right. It did all right. It looked good to me. It looked good to you. It looked good to me. Okay, let's go. What's up, Angie? What's up, skate punk? gotta get comfortable. God damn it. It hit that screw on the table and cracked my lens. You son of a gun. You son of a gun. Damn it, boy. Cracked another screen protector. That sun gun landed on that screw on the table. Let me put a blanket in front of it in case it falls again and it falls on some cushion. Y'all okay? Y'all all right? I didn't mean to drop y'all. Y'all good? Anybody have any epilepsy or anything? Anybody have it? All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm fixing to teach y'all something. I could have got away with that with the old lead. I could have got away with that with the old lead. Could have got away with that with the old lead. Not this new one. Not this new one. Damn it. I ain't had one of these happen in a long time. I have not had this happen in a long time. Like I said, that other lead, it let you, you'd get away with that. Not this one. That thing bumped one time and it was over with. All right. All right. Look at that right there. What's up, 84? We got a backlash. We got a backlash. We got a backlash. Yep, we got a bird's nest. We got a backlash. So we're gonna have to fix it. We're gonna have to fix it. So let me get a chair so I can set y'all up. Yeah, that long whip. Yeah, that little 5-footer, you could get away with it. Not that 15. All right, so this is what we gotta do. Yeah, it's okay. It ain't happened to me in a long time. It's okay, it's fine. Hey, look, I get to share something with you guys. All right, so what you gotta do is you gotta cut the wire. You gotta loop it back into itself. You gotta pull everything out of the lead. You're gonna lose 15 foot of wire. Roll that up, throw it in the trash, put it all back together. I drill the contacts out with a torch tip cleaner. So let me show you something else. See, I take this right here, all right? I take a piece of Scotch-Brite, like that. Look at that. See that? Look at the dirt. See the dirt? All right? I take that right there, fold it over itself like that, put a paper clip on it, like that. And then that right there runs on the wire. So when the wire comes off the roll, you see the dirt? Y'all see that? See the dirt and stuff that it picks up? So that's that. So, yeah, it is. All right, I'm gonna set you. Make sure you turn the machine off. You don't have to unplug it, just make sure you turn it off. Snip your wire. Do not let go of the wire. Once you cut it, do not let go of it because you'll have to throw this spool in the damn trash. Keep tension on it. Keep tension on it. There's 2 holes right here. There's 2 holes right there. Take the wire and stick it through the tubes. Stick it through it like that, right? And then just fold it over to itself, right? I'm gonna show it to you, right? Right? So when you cut the wire, pull the wire tight, stick it through the loop, and then fold it over to itself so it does not unspool off of that, right? Now, you just flip that down, right? You see right there? There's our carnage. There's our carnage, right? There's our carnage. Reach in there and just... All right, now it's not gonna come out because it's stuck in the tip. It's stuck in the tip. So what you gotta do is you gotta come in here, unscrew your tip. See what happened? All right. I need to pick me up another pair of welding snips at the Harbor Freight. So you got to cut. See, set that down. All right, let's go back. So now we have it. Now we have it open. Right, we have it open. Come back to the welder. All right, come back to the welder. We'll clean that up in a little bit. All right, so that being said, now we have to, it can't have no kinks in it, so we'll pull this back out, and then we'll feed it through that line. We'll run it through there. We'll run it through this little tip, this little nozzle. We'll run it in about 3 or 4 inches. We'll put the runner down. We'll put the roller down, and then we'll click it over. All right, so y'all hang tight. So that's that. Man, y'all done slid down again. Make sure you keep tension on that son down there. Thread the needle a little bit. All right, if you want to, some welders, all right, and that's pretty much it. It's done, and you're good to go. Some welders have a gas, or where you can turn the gas off, or some welders have a button where you can just push and it just activates the wire feed and not the gas. This one does not. This one in particular does not. So what I usually do is I turn the gas off to save the gas, because that shit's high. All right. Walk out here, make sure everything's good. Yep, see? Why is the reel mounted backwards? It's not mounted backwards. Yeah, I was gonna go 32 or 35, but nobody had none because everybody keeps stealing it. All right, so there we go. We out. We're good to go. We're gonna put a new tip, but Nathan did say you could take a torch tip cleaner and clean out your clean your tips out. I will do that, but I'll just do it later. All right, so make sure you turn your gas back on, and let's go back out here and let's do it again. My wire speed is set at 90. My wire speed is set at 90. It's set at 90. Right there, it's set at 90 to get it through the thing. All right. We're gonna do a little test piece first. Since we purged the line out of gas, the lead's so long, if you don't purge it to get the gas back in there, you're gonna have a void air pocket. So I'm gonna do a little test piece, then we'll get back to it. We're good to go. All right, so we're gonna do this one right here. We're gonna go from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. We're gonna try to go the whole way. Had to stop there for a second. I appreciate that. I got that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I seen it. I was like, oh shit. I got it. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I forgot it. I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't think it's gonna matter. We're just gonna keep on going. I don't, this thing is so damn thick, I don't think it's gonna matter. Hell yeah, that's a whole lot better. That did a little bit. That did better. I do have a fan right there. If I turn that fan on, I'm afraid it'll burn my... What's up, cars? I'm afraid if I turn a fan on, it'll blow my gas. Boy, They shooting like a son of a bitch, ain't they? All right, so what I'm gonna do, there you go, skate pump. You're right, there it is. I got it going up. All right, so what I'm doing on these cups, I appreciate it. What I'm doing on these top pieces, I'm just tacking them in. I got to go to another place Monday or Tuesday. It's pretty good ways away. They have some welding stores there, so I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna go pick me up maybe a 2-pound roll of 32 or 35 wire, and then I'll weld the top of these with 32 wire, since they're gonna have so much pressure on them. But for the time being, we're just gonna tackle them. But everything else will weld up. I'll show you. So like I said, we're just going to tack them. I get some 35 wire or 32 wire so I can just run one pass all the way across. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish welding up these cups, the top pieces. So what we'll do is we'll finish welding up these, and then we'll see where we're at on time. Hey, if you're new to the channel and you've been on here this long, what's up, Courtney from Zimbabwe? I appreciate everybody tapping in. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I greatly appreciate it. Probably gonna go live maybe 2 more times a day. Hopefully, we can get some other stuff accomplished. Maybe the plates on the inside of the frame and some little on thing. I am gonna run by Tractor Supply when I go out here in a little bit, and if they got some 30 or 32 wire, I'll grab it. But I doubt it. to answer anybody's question, when I'm welding, I hold my breath, so if it makes anybody feel any better. Hell, I think Stella found her damn groove, man. All right, boys and girls. Let's say I've been fitting and turning for years now. More turning, but I want to get in for everyone's best way to go. Just do it, Courtney. Just start doing it. I mean, you're gonna make mistakes. I make mistakes every day. You're gonna have a bone pile full of scrap metal. I mean, all right, so what we're doing is we're building a chain bridge. We're building a chain bridge for this 84 cutlass, also known as OG6. It's an 84 cutlass. So what we're doing is everything's just setting and mocked up right now. But this is going to be that's the rail for the pump. That's the rail for the pump. Here's the battery. Here's the battery trays. We made all this stuff yesterday. So these battery trays, they sit on here. They sit on here like that. They're removable. See, we made the tabs. They're removable. Then here's the tie downs, and then the two pumps. They will go in the middle. That's the chain bridge, is going to tie the chassis together. So we'll probably, if I can find some 32 wire or 30 wire at Tractor Supply, just a little 2-pound spool, so I can weld these caps on, I'll go ahead and weld these caps on, and then I'll come back live, and then we have to take these plates right here, and I'm gonna jack the car up and get it level. We'll clean these up, and these are gonna go in there like that. And you see where I cut the holes, the plug weld them? I could have cut them a little bit bigger. So we're gonna put that in there like that to reinforce the frame on the inside. And then we will put the chain in there and weld the chain bridge in. And then this rear end's not staying, it's getting a 9-inch. But once I get all that done, I'm gonna try to get as much I can do today, because I gotta get back on the Impala tomorrow, finish it up. But we're gonna make a plate to go over this, to cap this. And then probably gonna make it, I had some ideas last night. I don't know if I'm gonna do it that way or not, but anyways, I wanna make all this modular, right, where it bolts in and bolts out. I don't wanna weld this to the frame, so we're probably gonna take some 3/16 plate and make it a little wide, right? And then we'll put some gussets on it, and then we'll break it in the brake, and then we'll weld it so we can cap the top. So when we get the body in here, when we get the car in here, and we cut a hole in the floor, this can drop down to this, and I might even go as far as put tabs up. You know what I mean? Like we might go as far as and put tabs up like this. We might even put tabs up like this, so when that drops down, we can just run a bolt through it and bolt this to the chassis. So I don't want to make it solid where you can't come out unless you cut it. So I'm thinking about doing that. Like make some tabs. Instead of being like this, just be the whole length. Let me show you. Let me get up here and show you. What I'm thinking about doing is drawing out a tab, cutting it out on 3/16 plate, and just making a tab the whole width of this, and pop 2 holes in it, right? This is 4 inches wide, so if we make a tab that's wide enough where this drops in, and then we drill a hole all the way through it. And then when we drop this on the chassis, this is what I was thinking about last night about 3 o'clock in the morning. If we do that right there and we drill a hole all the way through the tubing, then all I got to do then is this will be welded to the frame. Then we drop this down and use grade 8 bolts and run the bolt through it and put 2 bolts in it, and then it's solid. And then we can remove it. Then all you got to do is get up underneath it. And probably what I'll do is on one side of the tab, so you ain't fighting the nuts and the bolts and stuff. Probably what we'll do is, if the tab's like that, right, and the tab's like that, and this drops down into the tab, probably what we'll do is on this side, I'll have to go look down there on the car, and whichever side we can get to with the bolt. So if we get the bolt this way, on this side, I'll weld a nut to this side, so you don't have to get a wrench on the back side of it. It just, you drop it in there, line it up, put a bull pin in there, hold it in there. But that's where we're at on that. Anybody got any questions? We're gonna in about 3 minutes we're gonna end this, and then we'll come back. I got to do some stuff. It's 12 o'clock here on the East Coast. I'm in North Carolina. I appreciate every single one of you tapping in. My screen is cracked yet again. Yeah, you think that'd be good, Mac? You think that'd be good? And then we just drop it in. Just drop it in and just run 2 bolts or 4 bolts. It'd be 2 on that side and 2 on that side, and it'd be modular. You know, that's the new word, modular. No, I didn't. It's off and on. I think I had some ravioli lasagna. I had some ravioli. Whew, eat way too much ravioli. And garlic bread. Eat way too much of that late last night. Just OD'd on carbs. So had all them carbs on me. So I took a shower, and then I just, nothing. Just in my brain. Done a few little things here and there, and then do all that, and then I woke up around 2:30 with this on my mind, wrote it down in the notebook, played my little game. I got a game on my phone. It's like Tetris. It's like a thinking game. It's sort of like Tetris, but it's not Tetris. So you just got to put shapes together. So I played that for about an hour and a half. And I was like, man, I got to go to bed. And then I laid down, and then got woke up around 5:30. Some damn racket going on. And then I got up, and I've been up ever since. So, yeah, I know. In there playing this damn game, it's like Tetris, but it's not Tetris. But it's a thinking game. It ain't like, and there's nothing wrong with video games. Don't get me wrong. But if I want to play a video game that just lets my mind rot, I got games like that. But I don't have time for that. My brain won't let me do that. I can play stuff like that for maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then I'm done. But this game is like a thinking game. So it's like you get like 5 tries to figure something out. 5 or 6 tries to figure something out. And if you don't figure it out, then you lose, and then you got to wait like 10 minutes for your stuff to reset, and then you reset. So it is a pain in the ass. But it's good. It's good on the brain. What's up, Elko? We just got these tabs welded in. Just thinking on how I'm going to mount this. I think I'm gonna make a tab all the way across, and we're gonna bolt it. We're gonna weld this to the frame. Not this. I'm gonna make a new plate, weld it to the chassis, make some ears, and then we will drop this down and we'll bolt this to the chassis. So that's what we're doing. And was working on the chain bridge, Elko. Got everything welded up except the caps. Got all the battery racks. Got all them welded up. Got all the battery racks welded up. And go from there. So, yeah. So that's where we're at. So I appreciate everybody's tapping in. Been watching Green Acres all week and all day. Yeah, Elko. So yeah, so we got all this welded up. This is done. I'm gonna clean this up. I got the caps tapped on. The new lead's working out really good. Got that doing. And then probably when I come back, I'll come back live here in a little bit after I clean up. We're gonna get the chassis. There's the rack for the stuff. And then we're gonna clean this plate up. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this plate here and we're gonna box in the chassis right there on both sides so the chain bridge can have something solid to weld to, which is 3/16. You slide out on the table. I thought somebody walked in. No, my dog was barking, and my dog don't bark, and unless there's something wrong. And I went out there and I seen what he was barking at. It was something wrong, but it wasn't wrong. Did the nephew show up in the mini bike yet? Yeah, I've watched the whole series. It's on right now. Look, it's on right now. It's muted, but it's on. I've had it on repeat. So appreciate it. Oh yeah, and everything is going to be powder coated, so it's going to have to be. If the panels are not clean and they got any welds or anything's wrong or anything, I'm gonna go back in there and spot weld it, or tack weld some welds in the holes, clean it up, grind it. Everything that's gonna be visible. It will be sanded with 80 grit and everything, but everything is gonna get powder coated orange. Aren't you glad? So, but boys and girls, I've been on here for 133 minutes. I appreciate every single one of you. We on our way to 10,000. I'm gonna try to give y'all more content of actually doing something. And look at this son of a gun. I'm gonna actually give you guys something tangible to look at, instead of all mixed emotions. Like one day I might be a preacher, next day I might be a psychologist, next day I might be a life coach, next day I might be a cooker, the next day I might be a Uber driver, the next day I might be a psychologist, one day I might be a neighborhood watch. I don't know. So I appreciate every single one of you boys and girls. Remember what I said, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose it and drag. Peace, love, and chicken grease them out.